Okay, I want to look at this, how do I frame this? What it can tell me about this Project 2025, trying to turn this country into a antichrist Taliban-run society, basically is what it is. Because there's nothing Christian about it. They could say they're Christian nationalists and this and that. It's all white bread, but they are really against everything that Yeshua ben Joseph was teaching. All the admonitions. Trump is out there absolutely worshiping the golden calf. Okay? They threw away the 10 Commandments, and they're all out there partying around the golden calf. Okay? And then wanting to say it's Christian. Just makes your head spin, doesn't it? So, what about this attempting to turn this country into a antichrist Taliban-run system? Because they want to be a theocratic government, but it's not based on real, genuine Christian values. They don't want that. That's woke. Okay? Yeah, Buddha was woke. Yeshua ben Joseph was woke. They're all woke. We don't want that. But yet we're going to use their name to instigate this and say, yes, we are a Christian nation. It just boggles the mind. So let's see what it has to say about this. First thing out is about the actions, controlling the actions. Okay? It's about controlling actions, not liking the harvest, not liking what's here because of the dark agenda. Okay? Controlling the actions, not liking the harvest because it's coming from where? Does that look like it's Christian values to you? Okay? They want to chain people. They want to do like they did when they changed things in the Bible, okay, to control people, to rule over people. Now, they had a thing yesterday that I saw on there that was really insane. It was this thing that put out, I only listened a couple seconds of it. I saw where this was going, that this could change the whole conclave. That the Pope was not really the Pope because he was doing anti-Christian values, and so they need to throw it all out. It was this letter this guy said. It was so, the letter was anything that he did that was genuine spirituality, okay, in nature, they railed against it. That he was not considered a real pope because he had done these things. This woke agenda. So they need to throw it all out. There are no real popes anymore. Yeah. It's how dark it is. So the energy coming into it is from the past. The control he's trying to bring in is from the past. Okay? Things up in the air when it comes to the harvest of what's coming down, what's coming out, and losses. Okay? The losses when it comes to this dark drama. What's going today is the message about actions from the past. They keep dredging up the strength when it comes to all this stuff that's still up in the air, the harvest to come, and the lid. Putting the lid on the losses that are coming because of this dark agenda. They don't want it to get out. The challenge is, of course, this control, ruling of the mentality, okay? Ruling of the mentality, the thought process. With manipulation, okay? Wanting to manipulate the thought processes going forward, where that's moving, okay? Potential outcome when it comes to the people. And it's interesting that it's the Garden of Eden, the fall, okay, the Garden of Eden. All they knew was good until they ate from the tree of knowledge. They wanted to know the dark from the light, and all they had was light. So then they fell to have the life path, okay, to make those choices and to explore their own power, okay, to explore your own power. Extra information, what's being juggled. The new cup. So what's coming out of there overflowing and what's being held to. Underneath of it all, the life, the riches of life. Okay? The riches of life is what's driving it. Now, what's driving the dark agenda is what? Not the spiritual aspect of life, but again, worshiping the golden calf, about the monetary, okay, the monetary stuff, the materialism, okay? It's about the materialism. So let's go and see if we can break this down. The foundation is the Dark Lord, the dark drama, losses, keeping the lid on things when it comes to going forward, and people holding on to their own power, okay? Not liking the harvest, the things still up in the air when it comes to strength and the manipulations that they're trying to do in their life path. It's about controlling the power, controlling the energy, controlling the action from the past, with this message about the actions of rulership of the people, okay? Wants to rule over the people. So the very center of it is the strength. Things up in the air that are being manipulated. The strength of the manipulations that they're bringing in. The messenger about action, about keeping the lid on things, not letting it be seen what's there. We want that lid on compassion. We don't want compassion out there, okay? And the strength of the past that they're trying to move forward. They keep trying to take us back to Germany, and dictatorships. And the strength of losses due to his ironclad wanting to rule over the minds of people. So we have what's up in the air, not liking the harvest, the strength of that, from the past, the losses that have been faced, holding on to the energy, controlling the energy and the movement, keeping the lid on things. When it comes to this dark drama of things up in the air, again, the messages they're going to put out about the actions. And it's all about the manipulation. We get to the manipulation, the strength of the choices being made, keeping the lid on things when it comes to people, not allowing them to see, manipulating the mind, control going forward, and the message about action and trying to manipulate what people's the things that people are holding on to with their own energy, their own actions, okay? So he's trying to control the action of the people and what they can do, what they can't do with his dark agenda, okay? It's all about trying to bring in this anti-Christian rulership of repression and using his spin, his alternative facts he keeps trying to put out there to convince people of his reality, which is total delusion, okay? So trying to put out propaganda to control the minds of people. Well, he did it pretty well with Magatonians, except for, unfortunately for him, they're starting to wake up that they've been deceived, okay? So let's see let's go ahead and go forward and we'll look at the clarification. So it's the lid on compassion. We're not going to let compassion out there. We're not going to open this up to see. Okay, we're going to keep the lid on this as much as we can when it comes to a victory of the pain, a victory of the pain, causing the people pain, okay? By not allowing compassion, not allowing empathy, not allowing any of those things to exist, okay? Because of their desires. They desire to bring in that dark agenda. But what we have over here is justice when it comes to this difficult things and the things that he's trying to do when it comes to his attempted rulership. Above it, the battle, continuing battle, push through. When it comes to the justice, figuring out the next move because of all the pain he's bringing in and what's being juggled, okay? We've got controlling the action, things still up in the air. He tries to control the action with the things he's trying to get away with, the takeaway. But we have messages coming out about the pain he's causing, about justice going forward. And what's ruling this is what's being given out, what's being handed out, juggled when it comes to trying to rule over people and the battle that we have, because for him it's what? It's all about control, controlling all the aspects of life, rapidly not seeing, not taking in, and offering up a tower moment, overturning things when it comes to the long term. What's being worked on, though, is a message about things overseas and his delusional drama he puts out that continues to try to bring restrictions on families. Okay? So yeah, it's looking at this. We continue to battle through it because we know his agenda is a dark agenda. He wants the victory about controlling actions, getting away with all of it, the lawlessness that he tries to instigate. But on the other side of it, we have justice, figuring out the next move when it comes to the pain, the messages that they're putting out with all the stuff still up in the air that they're battling against. Okay? Because he wants to, again, hold on to the wealth and control people, control what's given out. Wants to give out very little to the people. Okay? But this fool is going to find out when you keep trying to restrict everything from the people, okay, you need to have people that can work. You need to have that structure. When you get rid of that, all of that, guess what? It doesn't work. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. So on that note, I'll leave that here. But yeah, that's what they're trying to instigate. They're trying to get rid of compassion, empathy, anything woke, anything that's genuinely Christian and spiritual. They're trying to repress it and have the victory of worshiping the golden calf. And that doesn't work. Okay? You can't take everything away from the 99% and have the 1% up there and think that it's going to work. The 1% is only there because of the 99%. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.